All right. Made it. We're here. Okay. Let's make sure everything is correct. What the hell did I do with all of my little windows? Oh, there's one. Okay, I need to make sure that's correct. All right, we're good. Okay, I actually forgot that I needed to get my ice pack, so I went, and then by the time I got back, a new song had started, and I was like, well, take a few minutes, eat a little something, it'll be fine. Like, everything's good. So here we are. Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. Hi. I am a practical eccentric, and I am here for Dreamlight Valley. It's been a good couple of days since I streamed on Thursday. I watched the first Beetlejuice with my family, and then we went and saw the new Beetlejuice movie yesterday. And yeah, it was a good time. I mean, am I dying to watch the second one again? No. Did I regret going and seeing it in the theater? Also, no. I enjoyed it, but if I were to choose a Beetlejuice movie, I would probably choose the first one. Partially nostalgia, partially because I think there was a magic in the time that it was made. I think there was some magic to the one that was made now. But I don't think I'd be rushing to purchase it. Maybe if it was on sale, just to kind of have the two. There was enough that they did right that I really enjoyed it, and the stuff that I could have taken or left, it was, minimal, I guess. Um, but it was enjoyable. It was fun. And my kids had a good time. My husband started to fall asleep because we went and had breakfast, and then went to the movie, and then he started to fall asleep at the beginning of the movie. I was like, oh, because the seats were super comfortable, and they were the lounge seats, so you could recline. They had heating in them, which I was like, well, that's nice because my back is still bothering me. So it's almost like I brought my heating pad with me. So that was fun. But yeah, all in all, it was a good time. And I try not to get my hopes up too much about stuff like that because, well, anytime I overly hype myself or I let myself get overly hyped by others, then I usually end up disappointed. So I was like, you know what? It's probably going to be fun no matter what it is. There's going to be a lot of fan service going on, which I'm not upset about. Uh, yeah, and I like the people that were in it. So that was fun. There was one really big missed opportunity that I was like, they should have done that. But it's fine. Just because I think of it doesn't mean it's like anyway. Um it would have been great though. At least I think so, but I'm not going to spoil anything because it literally came out on Friday. So I'm sure there's a lot of people who haven't seen it yet. But maybe sometime in the future we'll have like a little discussion or something, depending. Or maybe not. Maybe I will just talk to people that I know in real life about it if they also watch it. But what are we doing? We are doing the quote. So let us get to the quote of the night. Night? It's not night where I'm at. The quote of now. The quote of the stream. The quote of whenever you're seeing this or wherever you are. I'm in a kind of an odd mood. So, all right. Focus. The quote of the day. The quote of the day is, with pride, there are many curses. With humility, there come many blessings. And that is from Ezra Taft Benson. And the reason that I chose this quote is because I had a revelation today. I was actually in a fight with Dreamlight Valley before I started streaming because I was like, well, I'll go in and I'll clean up some Star Path duties and I'll get, this, that, and the other going on. And then by the time I'm ready to stream, I can really focus on the quests. And that worked out great. I had people to go talk to. I had people to give gifts to and all of this that we're like gonna just wrap things up. So in case I get other stuff done during stream, my focus is still not the Star Path on stream because I'm actually making my way through most of, let's look at the duties. I have 85 points right now. I have, 6 quests. I just got this one, so I might try and give some gifts to um, Buzz while we're playing today. But I'm not going to focus on it. The only reason I think I might go ahead and give him some gifts is because that way the next time I play, I can give him some more gifts and then wrap that up. Things that take multiple days worth of effort, I try to work on when I play. So, like, the Night Thorns can wait, the gems can wait, the Royal To-Dos can happen. So, at least that's available in case I get some. And then, but things like, it's going to take me at least 2 days to get Buzz's stuff done. But the revelation that I had this morning was one of the quests was to gift the Queen of Arendelle her favorite gifts. Now, I had already done 2, and so I was like, well, I only need to give her 2 more. So I looked, and she wanted a diamond and 2 cooked meals. And I've been having this war within myself for a while now to, oh, I just realized I need to do one thing. Just in case. There we go. Some background music. Look at that. But this war within myself of how often I want to, like, how frustrated do I want to let myself get before I go and Google the actual Dreamlight Valley recipe for meals. And I really try hard not to do that. I really try hard to look up a real life recipe and try and, like, figure out what it would take to make the different meals, which has worked out really well for a lot of cuisine I'm not familiar with. A lot of times they will take, like, you'll look at like 4 or 5 different recipes and they'll have like a core set of ingredients. And then depending on the recipe, they'll have like, I used butter or I used oil or I used, you know, like they'll change up some of the, like the side components, but like if it's a chicken dish, it's going to have chicken. If it's got pasta in it, it's going to have wheat. If it's got whatever, it's going to, I mean, they have like core ingredients and it's worked for several recipes. There are some recipes where it's like, there's like 8 core recipe or 8 core ingredients and they only want 3 ingredients in this recipe. Okay, which are the core that they're focusing on out of these 8? And then a little bit of trial and error will get you there. And then there are some recipes where there are, you know, core ingredients and suddenly they throw in some other random crap, seemingly so, or it'll be some, like, it'll be the core ingredients, but then this weird thing. Or you'll look at the picture. And I told my husband about it. I was ranting to my husband about it this morning. He was very kind to listen to me. But I'm going to go in and actually look at it. Because there's a recipe that's called pasta. And when you look at the picture for pasta, it looks like a plain bowl of pasta. There might be, like, it almost looks like there might be like Parmesan cheese or on top, or like maybe some parsley flakes or something. Like, it's got a little hint of green, but like, you know, just kind of a sprinkling, almost like decoration. And the recipe for pasta, wheat, because obviously it's made with wheat, and tomato. Now, it doesn't have sauce on it in the picture. So looking at the picture, you think it's just the noodles. But there were 2 ingredients. And for the longest time, I'm looking at the picture and going, is it butter? Is it oil? Is it cheese? Is it, you know, whatever? No, it's tomato and wheat. But the picture doesn't seem to reflect that there's any kind of red sauce, which it would have to be if it was tomato. I don't know of any, like, white tomatoes that would make a white sauce. All the white sauces I am familiar with in Italian cuisine have like a milk and cheese situation going on. You know, they're an Alfredo situation. So anyway, I have learned that the picture is unreliable because sometimes things look like a garnish on the plate and they're not in the recipe, and sometimes they're in the recipe and they're technically part of the, anyway, they're inconsistent with their picture. So like Mushu's kanji, I'm actually looking at that one right now. Another perfect example. In the picture, it looks like it's a bowl of rice with bacon and eggs on it. That's what it looks like. Now, at the time, there was no meat in the game. There was fish and seafood, but not actual, like, meat, like beef, pork, or chicken, poultry. So I was like, well, how are you getting this picture with no bacon? Like, there's no meat. So what did you use? I think they use mushrooms. Am I looking at that right? Yeah, mushrooms. So I found, like, really good kanji recipes, and you know, all the other ingredients look like the kanji recipe. except for mushrooms. And I'm just like, okay, but that doesn't match the picture because the picture has bacon. Anyway, it's fine. I have learned to have a love hate relationship with trying to figure out the recipes. But today I was getting super fed up because the two recipes I needed to work on for Anna's gifts were pesto with linguine, which is a 4 ingredient recipe, and then what is it? A chicken souvlaki. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's not in here. It's in the other one. So it's chicken souvlaki. I'm trying my best without googling it, which I usually do, but I'm just we'll just go with it for today because that's just the mood I'm in. Anyway, so it obviously has chicken, right? Because it's a chicken recipe. And then it's a 4 ingredient recipe. And I was like, well, it's from Eternity Isle. So obviously the poultry is from Eternity Isle. And then when I was looking up recipes, most of them had garlic, most of them had lemon, most of them had salt and pepper, which aren't in the game. Um, Paprika was in a couple of them. There was, and then it's got like gyro sides, so like pita and cucumbers, onions and tomatoes and tzatziki. And so I was like, is it just the chicken and the marinade that goes with the chicken? Is it the chicken and the sides? Is it, like I tried to throw wheat in there. I tried to throw the vegetables in there. I tried to use lemon. I tried it without all of those things. I tried to, and there's no olives or olive oil so in the game, so I couldn't try it with olive stuff because that's in also most of the recipes as well. And then I was like getting super pissed at that. The pesto was also pissing me off. I was doing wheat with basil, and a lot of the recipes had nuts in it, so I was trying all the different nuts. There's lemon in a lot of the recipes. I tried a creamy version, trying to use milk or butter or different things like that, and I was just getting super mad, starting to think about I'm just going to start methodically going through all the all the combinations of ingredients, and then I started thinking like about that math, and it's a lot. Let me look at my list again. Oh no, I deleted the tab because I was just like, nope, not doing that now. So let me look at how many ingredients there are. There are a combination of 100, or there's 119 different ingredients. So I started doing the math, the gross math, not specific math, but just an idea of how many different combinations you could get with 5 ingredient slots and 119 ingredient options. And I was just like, that is absurd to just brute force your way through the combinations, especially when some things can require two or more of the same ingredient. Like the seafood platter is what, 3 seafoods or 5 something. So they could repeat the ingredients in a dish. So I was like, that's a lot. I don't even have to do the specific numbers to know that's an absurd methodology to going through and trying to get all of the recipes unlocked. So I looked up, is anybody else pissed off about this recipe situation? And the answer is yes. Now, the Reddit thread I found was from a year ago, so it was still in early access. I think it might have even been before Eternity Isle came out, but people were griping about the missed opportunity of trying to puzzle out the ingredients and the recipes, or doing things that would unlock at least hints to the recipes, or unlocking the recipes themselves. Like you start the game and you're discovering recipes, and there's like, you find recipe books and things like that, and then it just drops off. And then even lately, Remy, and I haven't pursued a lot of Remy's cooking quests lately, but when they said they were going to be doing that, I was like, oh, great. He'll start giving you recipes so that you can fulfill these quests. And then specifically, Remy tells you, I'm not going to just give you these recipes. And I was like, what? Like, what? Now, I have occasionally gotten some mail from Remy where he'll be like, here's some ingredients, and then there's at least one, like, there's another ingredient you need to figure out. I like that. I like the idea of doing questing that involves figuring out recipes. I like the idea of somebody brought up hints have a daily conversation with people, to have them give you hints about recipes that are from, like Mirabelle could give you recipes that are from her, culture. Like they're like some really interesting things that people brought up that you could do, because I actually really like going, I've never even heard of this recipe. What does it look like? Ooh, that sounds yummy. Maybe I'll try and find that someday, or try and make it someday, or seek it out so I can try it, because I love food. Like in real life, I like to eat. And a lot of these recipes I look at, I'm like, that looks freaking delicious. And then I'm trying to figure out the recipe, and then I get pissed off. But because the game, most recipes have more than five ingredients. And a lot of times the ingredients they pick aren't like what you would think of as the core just by Googling. Because somebody mentioned that. It's like Google the recipes for real life and then try and figure it out from there, which works sometimes, but not always. So going back to today's examples, that the chicken souvlaki and the pesto with linguine. I don't know how many different combinations I tried for both of those recipes, trying all the ingredients that were like the same in each of the real life recipes I looked up, and couldn't figure it out, Googled this thread, found out other people being pissed off about it. And it's like, somebody was like, I think the start of the thread was, there's nobody that could have 100% just like educated guessed all of the recipes. Like some of these recipes, there's just no way you would have been like, oh, I know what that is. Hors d'oeuvres was one of the first ones that really irritated me, because it's one ingredient and it's any spice. And in the picture, it looks like a cracker with like leaves on top. So it could be basil, it could be oregano, it could be whatever. But it's one ingredient and it's just any spice. And it's like, well, that doesn't look like the picture. The puree bothered me for a long time, because it's one ingredient, it's potatoes. And I'm like, but why wouldn't you just call that mashed potatoes? Puree could be any vegetable pureed. It's like, you could have a carrot puree, you could have a cauliflower puree. Not that we had cauliflower, but it just seemed disconnected for some, even super basic recipes. There were things that I tried to figure out for the longest time. The pasta one was one where I was just like, what? So there's like a disconnect on some of them, obvious. Let's see. I'm looking right here. Mac and cheese is wheat and cheese. Yes. It's got pasta in it, so wheat, and it's got cheese in it, so cheese. Perfect sense. But the two today, and the ones that I finally was like, I'm going to make a concerted effort, and if I make a concerted effort and I look up real world recipes and I try my best to like mix and match the combinations of things and work my way through the problem, and I still get zero results, I'm not gonna feel any shame anymore in looking it up, because I've been battling with that, I don't know, for a year and a half now, where I don't want to Google it. I can do this. I can figure it out. And then after trying to, how would I Iron Man, how would I, brute force my way through the problem? And I started doing the math and I was like, this is dumb. There's probably somebody on the internet who's already done this. Like, I don't need to be that person. I don't need to be that person. I can just go, you know what? I did my best to try and figure it out, and I just don't have the time or the energy or the patience to just brute force my way through some things. And I'm going to tell you what the two recipes are. So if you don't want spoilers on recipes you may not have figured out on your own. The recipes I tried to figure out was the chicken souvlaki, and the recipe is poultry, lemon, mint, and paprika. And I was like, I would never have tried mint, ever. Not in a million years. Not in any of the recipes I looked at. Because, first of all, go back to, is it just the chicken and like the marinade to make the chicken? Or is it also the sides? So the cucumbers, tomatoes, onions, tzatziki, olives, which aren't in the game. And then it's like, okay, I didn't even realize that there were some versions of tzatziki that were made with mint. Apparently there are. There are some that make it with dill, and there are some that make it with mint. There are some that make it with both. But mint would never have entered into my consideration. Like, just from my very much removed, I've never made my own tzatziki. I'm not terribly familiar with a ton of Greek cuisine. So it would have taken like layers of research for me to even get to a point of and when I think of tzatziki, I don't initially think of just the components in it, like apart from like the dairy component. So because I even tried that, I was like, okay, there's no yogurt, but there's milk. Maybe that is the tzatziki representative in this recipe because there's only four ingredients and there's I would never. And if I did finally get to mint before I started just trying to put everything into a recipe to try and get it, I don't think I would have picked mint. Um, maybe if I was like, well, what goes into a tzatziki? What different kinds of tzatziki are there? Like, it would have just taken a lot to get there for me. And maybe it's just a me thing because I am not as familiar with variations in Greek cuisine. But looking at the basic recipes, this is not what I would have come up with. And the one that's even more frustrating. So that one, that could be a cultural difference. I mean, I'm also not Italian, but I am more comfortable and familiar with Italian cuisine. And that is the pesto with linguine. And I have a real beef with this one because the basic components of all pesto is pasta and basil. Like, you Google it and that's what makes pesto pesto is basil. You can have other things in there. I tried garlic, I tried cheese, I tried, like I said, I tried a bunch of different combinations of like pesto is a basic dish, y'all. It's got some basic stuff. So it was even less complicated than the other one. And the recipe for pesto with linguine in Dreamlight Valley is wheat, butter, garlic, and oregano. And even more so than the other dish, I would never have gotten here because I would always assume that it would have to have wheat and it would have to have basil, and that the other two components were the components that I was struggling with. I even tried to put more than one slot of basil in because I was like, all pestos have basil. Now, you can put an oregano in, and you can make an oregano pesto. I even looked that up specifically. And I was just like they were like, traditionally a pesto is made with basil, but you can do a variation with oregano pesto. And I was like, it's not called oregano pesto. What the hell are you talking about? So I would never have gotten this unless I was just brute forcing my way through the recipes. And so I was just like, these are two examples right now where I'm going to give it my best effort. I'm going to try multiple combinations. I'm going to try multiple real world recipe inspiration. But if I can't get it in, depending on how far my patience lasts, 10, 20 attempts, then I'm just going to Google it. I'm done. I'm done needing to be the person that figures it out. Because if they're not going to give me hints, if they're not going to give me quests, if they're not going to give me assistance in that, then it just becomes a tedious, frustrating, labor intensive, resource intensive. I don't have time to try up to 5 different ingredients, 119 ingredients, options for these. Like, I'll give it my best effort, and if I can't figure it out, I'm just gonna Google it. So there's my humility, there's my being humble. I can bow down to the fact that someone else has already done that work, and thank you to whoever figures these out, because yeah, I was just astounded with these recipes this morning. I was so irritated. And so I was like, you can just let go of that person. You don't need to be that person. Someone else is already that person. And I thank you to whoever has figured that out and posted it on the internet, because yeah, they need to do something to make it not this much of a problem, because I am not the only one. And maybe I haven't gotten to the points of Remy's quests, like food quests yet, that will help me get to some of these recipes. But I really like the idea of having different cultures' recipes in here and being like inspired to try new food or try new seasonings or try new combinations of things. Like, I think that could be a really interesting, like, real life takeaway from this game, to be like, that sounds delicious. That looks amazing. Like, I know I can't. I have access to these basic ingredients. I could try this at home and just see what happens. I could seek out a restaurant or, you know, ask a friend who I know is whatever the culture of the dish you're looking at. Like, I think that could be an interesting way to bring people together in real life from a cozy little Disney game. But making it this frustrating um, just defeats a lot of the positivity that could come from that. And until they figure out a way to make it more exciting, more engaging, more fun, I'm just gonna Google it. I'm just gonna Google it. I'm gonna let my pride go, and I'm just gonna Google it. So anyway, that was my very, very long rant about being irritated this morning and why I'm running late. And it's even making me later now because I'm still freaking thinking about it. But I got Anna's thing done, and that was the goal. And I no longer have to dicker about figuring out recipes in the game because I've just decided. Just decided. All right. Now that it's out of my system, and in case you are also like, this is frustrating, just let it go. It's some of these recipes are just ridiculous. And the game does nothing to help you. At least not that I have discovered. Did I turn on my heating pad? I did. Okay. I had to switch from cold to hot. So, because it does help. I just can't get it to go. Like a stretch, and I use hot and I use cold, and my back is still just like meh. All right, I am not focusing on Star Pass except for Buzz, so let's just go ahead and take care of Buzz. That's Toy Story. Oh, that's right. Green luminescent flower and red pitcher plant. I think I can just go inside my house and get that stuff done. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to have a lemon head. Boop. So I hope everyone's having a good day, considering I'm sitting here like all ranty about recipes in this game. There is something peaceful about just being like, see? Look. You can see all these different... Where I started to do brute force stuff, I was like, okay, I'm going to do 1 cherry. I'm going to do 2 cherries. I'm going to do 3 cherries. I'm going to do 4 cherries. Yeah. And I was like, even this feels like it's just going to end up being a huge mess to try and just do that and keep track. I'm in the wrong floor. Flowers are up here. Oh, no. Actually, yes. Was it mining potions I needed to do? Hold on. I know I said I wasn't going to focus on this, but this is dumb to just ignore. Miracle pickaxe polish. Yep. I don't even play around with making the simple ones. I just make the big ones. Unless I have to make the small ones, but it doesn't matter which version you make. Okay, 5-star starter. Cool. Green luminescent. I should just double check because sometimes when I forget to double check, I get the wrong shit. Green luminescent and red pitcher. Okay. Oh, I got right on both of them without even having to look at my list. Haha, it's amazing. All right. Oh, my nose is super itchy. You can tell it's getting close to allergy season in earnest. I'm susceptible to allergy shit all year long. But, fall. Fall is always the worst. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this. See, I even turned the skip results back on, or the results back on. I was like, no. I need a C. Okay. So I need to get to 66. All right. See, this is a dish that makes sense. Oh, that was the other thing that people were griping about on that thread, was that sometimes the recipe says any ingredient, like any spice, any vegetable, any fruit, whatever, except for the occasions where that one specific one will work, for, you know, and make a whole different recipe. Tomato soup is the one I think that comes to mind. There's like a grilled veggie platter, or no, grilled veggies, and then crudités, I think, are the two, where it's like any vegetable except for these vegetables make something else. And that kind of stuff is frustrating too. So, like, tomato soup is one tomato, so it doesn't make crudités. It makes tomato soup. Those are less annoying to me. They're annoying, but they're less annoying. Okay, I've got gifts for Buzz. And I quickly made starter. Okay. He wants a Bumblestone, but I'm not going to give it to him. I have at least one more day, and I'm going to have to gift him something, so I'm not going to gift him something not nice. He can buy me. I say no, Buzz. I am also on the lookout for somebody that needs levels. I still need to figure out why my game is all stuttery. He is not level 10 yet, is he?
You know that, right?
Let's talk to him and see. He still needs to level. Excuse me, I am not tiny. I am travel size. I meant it as a compliment. You're adorable. Or, sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. Or, travel size. Travel size? So that Mulan can carry me all over China. Dragon Guardian of the Fa family. Pocket size for your convenience.
And remember, don't
all right. So he does need levels. I think I got Oswald to level 10. Can't remember, but I ran into Mushu first. That means Mushu is my friend for the day. Oh, yeah, I know. I gotta deal with you, Mickey. I'm looking for Buzz. Where is Buzz living now? He lives over here now. I'm so glad I ran away from him then. Oh well. So I was wondering today, because a lot of times I start my stream with the quote of the day. And then I usually have like a real life thing that I'm dealing with that is relevant to the quote of the day, right? And a lot of times it's me like dealing with my content creation journey, because that's where that's like present for me right now. And so on YouTube, I usually, like, for my Twitch stream, I usually cut out the quote of the day and then my story that goes with the quote of the day. And then I cut it out, and I've got a playlist on YouTube, and I actually even turned it into a podcast now, so it shows up as both a playlist and a podcast. And this morning I was like, this is going to be really specific to this game. Should I even include that? And I'm like, you know what? It still fits, like, the idea for me. The idea for me is that my stories may not match your stories, but this is something I'm having to deal with, and this is the quote that's, like, the reminder of, like, these, you know, reaffirming, like, this is the choice you need to make. This is the thing, how you need to deal with it, kind of thing. So I was like, I have a feeling some people are like, I have no idea what you're talking about for Dreamlight Valley, but it's like the feeling of being frustrated and just letting go of that frustration and just accepting help where you need it or whatever, you know, being humble enough to just, okay, I don't have to be all things everywhere all the time. Like, I can let it go. Because If you're controlling it all, you know how hard it can be to let go of, like, sometimes significant stuff, but also sometimes just dumb stuff. Like, why? Why are you so needing to have control of that? Let go of that. I was really hoping to get to an art stream today. My back is still giving me problems, which sucks. I was sitting in the garage last night. We had company over last night. Just everybody needed to just kind of chill and just relax. We watched a comedy special. My friend was doing crochet. I was fussy cutting paper.
Can you talk, pal?
I need to figure out which quest I want to work on. And I was like, I don't think I can stream in the garage tomorrow, and that sucks. Because I want to paint. I actually wanted to paint last night because oh, I just popped my back, y'all. Okay, that was exciting. Can I pop it the other way too? No, but last night I popped my back, but it was up high where it doesn't hurt. I just popped it low. It didn't fix my life, but any progress is progress. Anyway, I really wanted to paint last night because she would have hung out in my art space with me, but I was like, I think I need to sit on the couch and just do something out there, so. And then I was like, I don't think I can stream in the garage tomorrow. It sucks. I'd really like to. I'm not looking at this. I'm looking at quests. Okay, I'm not doing that. I accidentally talked to Gaston, so I progressed his quest a little bit. Follow Gaston to the time rift in his camp. And this one is... Okay, he's telling me to go talk to people. So I do need to go talk to them. I saw Mickey had a quest, but I don't see his face over here. God, look at all these freaking quests. It's ridiculous. Is it this? No. Okay, we're just going to do the Gaston thing, because that is a quest chain that I want to work on. I thought about starting immediately with Tiana today, but... there's just so much to do. Okay. I think it's here. I think that's the closest point. There was somebody else I talked to that I was like, crap. Oh, it was Oswald. I wanted to take him around with me. And so I talked to him because sometimes you get the option to skip the quest conversation and just have access to all the options, like the daily options too. So I was hoping for that, and then it didn't. And then the same thing happened with Gaston, because I had duties that were go hang out with Gaston for 5 minutes. And I was like, well, that's easy to do. And then it triggered his quest conversation. I was like, well, shit. All right. I see you, man. I'm coming. Do you see this? This thing? It's blocking my entire camp. It's pretty annoying, but I know just how we can fix it. We need to use our imaginations together and make something to throw inside of it. Imagination? Ha! Who needs imagination when you have strength, courage, cunning? Gaston, are you scared to use your imagination? Or all of those things are useless to us right now? The first one. Scared? Me? Of course not. Well, alright. I'm not scared, but it is something I've never really done before. That sort of thing is more for Belle or her father Maurice. You know, odd people. Well, if it's something you've never done before, maybe you need an imagination coach. But who would be capable of coaching me? I think I've got just the lucky rabbit we need. I'll go ask Oswald. Okay. There is Oswald. Donde está Oswald? There you are. Why do I feel like I should drag Oswald around with me during these quests? Because I have a feeling he's going to have to help everybody. Uh-oh. Oswald, I need your help. There's a villager who's having trouble tapping into his imagination. No problemo. Tell me who it is and I'll have him imagining floating ponies eating ice cream in no time. It's Gaston. Or somebody with a very thick neck. Or somebody who eats a lot of eggs. I'm just going to be direct. It's Gaston. No way. Nuh-uh. I ain't helping that palooka. He's hopeless. I was talking to him just the other day, and he started yammering on about hunting me and turning me into a stew. Well, that's not surprising. He did not. Oh, Gaston, or no offense, but you don't look very appetizing. Oh, Gaston, he did not. You bet your magic fishing pole he did. Let me give you a piece of advice. That Gaston's got an ego even bigger than his biceps. You want to inspire him to be creative? Take him someplace and show him something to remind him of his own heroism. That ought to do it. Not a bad idea. Thanks, Oswald. I'll go back and talk to Gaston. Oh, and don't worry about that hunting thing. I'll make sure that it never happens. All right. Hello. Well, what did that irritating rabbit say? He said you threatened to turn him into a stew, or he said something about you hunting him. The first one. Threatened? Ha! I was merely speculating on how easy he would be to hunt and whether it would be worth it. In the end, I decided he'd be much too stringy to make a satisfying stew. Let's just be clear. No hunting anyone. Got it? If Scar can behave, you can behave. Fine, but you won't stop me from target practice. I have to stay sharp. Target practicing is okay, but forget about that for now. What's important is Oswald suggested we go on a little island tour. An island tour? That's right, Gaston. We need to stir up your emotions, get you thinking on some of your past heroic deeds. Well, there is the place where I first shipwrecked here on Eternity Isle. That was an exceedingly heroic moment. That's perfect. Lead the way. What's up, Maui? Saw another preview for Moana 2. My little one's pretty excited for that. And a new Sonic movie, and both the kids are excited for that. And a Minecraft movie, which I don't know if everybody was as sold as I was, honestly, because it's got Jason Momoa and Jack Black in it. And I was like, okay, I'm sold already. What was the other one? Oh, there's like a Christmas movie coming out that's got Dwayne Johnson in it, and I'm a big fan of Dwayne Johnson as well. So, I'm kind of interested to go see that. The boys were like, yeah, it seems like it'd be fine, and I'm just like, really? Looks funny. It looks like it would be a nice crossover, like, holiday movie. A lot of holiday movies, my husband's like, that's fine, but he won't sit and watch them when we decorate the tree every year. Like, he'll come in and he'll watch a few scenes and then he'll go, because, you know, it's not like we all have to sit down and watch the same movies every year, but, like, there are movies that my kids are totally into that my husband's like, yeah, it's fine. But that one seems like it'd be a good bridge, you know? This is it. When I was shipwrecked on the Isle, the wave carried us all the way here into the desert. Okay, Gaston, think about that moment. Remember the salty sea air, the waves crashing against the hull? How did you feel? How did I feel? Hungry, I suppose. This is hopeless. Maybe there's somewhere else I can bring you? Perhaps if I could see the whole area and imagine how it looked from above. Why don't you have him imagining, like, his favorite meal? That might spark something. Great idea. Let's find somewhere like that. Guess I'm following you again. To higher ground. Hey, Vanellope. Yes, this is a much better vantage point. Why, from up here, the ship must have looked as tiny as one of those ships in a bottle. Wait a moment. A ship in a bottle. That would be something imaginative. Where I come from, great sea captains would have woodworkers make a ship in a bottle to remember their most illustrious expeditions. We must make something like that. Wow, Gaston, I'm impressed. That's some good imagining. You start figuring out what the boat should look like, and I'll go gather some materials. And glass. I have glass, but I might just want to go make some. Where is my Huzama? Mahuzama. Actually, it probably might just be faster to go there from here. Isn't there a way through down here? Yeah. Yeah, I need to figure out why this is so stuttery. Because it plays fine. How much? 8? Okay. Oh. What? 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 Give. I'm just gonna give it right back to me. Lilith, this is just a bunch of wood and glass. I'm not very impressed by your making a ship in a bottle skills. These are just the materials. You have to make it yourself, Gaston. Come on, let's get to it. If I must. There. Cute. What do you think? It's beautiful. Well, you gotta check the LeFou thing in there. Well, at least you tried. Or did you just break open the bottle and tape it back together after? It's beautiful. Of course it is. It's the first thing I've ever imagined. It came out perfectly. Let's go. Now we've just got to go toss it in the rift. That's fine. We don't need to judge his crafting skills. The point is that he tried and that he made the thing. Just because Gaston's a dick doesn't mean we need to be a dick back to him. What's up?
Over here.
Nope. I'm busy. Where are you, man? Okay, he's almost here. Good. Ugh, I need to get a new chapstick for in here. This is... yeah, this one's almost completely dead. It's so beautiful, almost ashamed to toss it in there. But I suppose I can always make another. You could. Good for you. Ha! Did you see that, Lilith? The rift shrank away to nothing. Actually, I didn't because we're looking at you. All thanks to my glorious imagination. Alright, then. Alright, so now I need to go find Rapunzel and Eve. So let's see if I can find somebody. There's Eve. Oh, we'll go find Eve first then. I need to do a challenge with Eve. And then I need to do this thing with Eve. Oh, frantic digital beeps. Directive, Wally. Are you okay, Eve? I kind of need your help with something, but if something's wrong, why don't we fix that first? Directive. You're pointing towards the ancient ruins at the docks. Do you want me to meet you there, Eve? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Affirmative, digital beeps. Well, okay, Eve. I'll meet you there. Alright. Well, I'll just go then. Go inside the ancient ruins in the docks area. Are we talking about this over here?
Some people are worth melting.
Because I'm down with that. You love this game so much? Agreed. Even the things that frustrate me don't keep me from loving it. I am way behind on all my questing, so I am trying to catch up. Although this is the new stuff. I'm still ignoring some other stuff. Oh, so this is what you wanted to show me. Yep, that sure is a rift, a time rift. I need your help closing it, Eve. Think you can use your imagination? Huh? Not feeling too imaginative, huh? Not feeling too imaginative, huh? Well, what if we asked for some help? Wally seems to have quite the imagination. That's cute. Yeah, that's cute. Yay, let's go get Wally. Oh. Alright, so where is Wally? Is he in his house? He is either in his house or directly in front. He is directly in front. Perfect. How convenient. Oh. Say, Wally, Eve and I need some help. We need to make something with our imaginations, but Eve's not feeling very imaginative. Ooh, okay. What's this? An old film projector? Wally, that's a great idea. We could make a movie. I'll go back to Eve and see what she wants to make a movie about. You're so cute. Okay. Oh, hello, you're right here. Yes, I do want to give her these items. See this, Eve? Ooh. Wally had a great idea. We can make a movie. I can take some pictures of you and Wally around the aisle to make a I swear I can read. To make a film reel to project with this. Then we can watch it together. Happy digital beeps. Who says robots can't use their imaginations? All right. All right. Inside the ancient ruins, inside Wally's... Well, how easy is that, considering I've put both of their house... Well, Eve's house was down here already, but I moved Wally in next door because, you know. Hello, y'all. So just... Can you come over here? Do I need of Eve and Wally together? Get out of the door. I guess I could do this. That's not the right button. Do the right button. Is it this? Oh, I need to be facing the other direction. Hold on. I guess I could... I just don't want my head in the way. It looks weird. Why is it turning me around like that? Because then it does this weird crap. I don't like that at all. Stop it. But when I face this way, it still does that. Oh, you know what I need to do? I'm being so dumb. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We can figure this out. We're smarter than the average game control situation. Where'd she go? Over there. You know what? That's fine. And then I click out of my game, and then that doesn't help me at all. There we go. Even though I'm right in the middle of it, and it seems weird, but that's fine. I was trying to avoid that, and then it didn't work. What game is this? This is Disney Dreamlight Valley. Which is very fun. I recommend it. I would describe it as a cozy game. It's as far there's no fighting in this game at all. But essentially, you are trying to heal like this imaginative realm where Disney and Pixar characters are like, this is kind of like, it's like a realm outside of their movies where they can live together, both villains and good guys. Even though they, of course, still remember things from, like, their stories. But it's lots of fun. There's lots of quests. There's, like, an overarching story going on. This is actually in the expansion area, A Rift in Time. Not A Rift in Time. Yeah, it is. It's Isle of Eternity. It's a different realm from the original game. And, he's so cute. And Mushu down there. But yeah, this is where you get Eve, is in the expansion pass. So for the longest time, Wally didn't have Eve. And then when they announced the expansion pass and they had her in it, it's like, oh my god, they could be together. So, thought about getting it, but I'm stuck on... I haven't... Is it Palia? Palia? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But, I thought about playing that one, but honestly, I've got this... And then when I get burnt out on this, I tend to switch back to Coral Island. And then I was dumb and downloaded and started playing Core Keeper. And then I was like, uh-oh. But yeah, I have not done that one yet. So, well, it's on my list. It's on my I'm aware of this list that I really it's dangerous to start another game. Are they in here? But yeah, there are some things they do because they can take the characters from different stories and put them together. I don't want to be like too spoilery, but there's been a couple instances of, oh my god, that's so cute. And of course these characters would like interact and hit it off or whatever that I didn't even realize I needed in my life until it was in this game. It was kind of an awkward picture, but oh well. It's not really important. And then I need materials for this. Oh, it's LeFou. I was like, what is Vanellope doing in here? And I realized it's not Vanellope. But yes, I started thinking about Coral Island again because I put it aside for a bit to focus on this game. And I was like, don't do it. Wait until you're burnt out on Dreamlight Valley for a bit and then switch back to Coral Island. You don't need to like start working on stuff again. Especially since I picked up Core Keeper. Plastic scrap and mechanical parts. I'm actually going to need to go to my house. Oh, you know what I could do? I could just go in Scrooge's shop because there's a workbench in there. I'll just do that. But there are characters I'm waiting for them to put in the game. But I'm not... It's not like upsetting when they're not in the game. It's just... There are some that I'd really like to see in this game. So, but I can wait, you know. Mechanical parts. Oh, mechanical parts is this. And then I forgot to look at the number. 3. Okay. We're good, we're good. So that's 2 of each. Okay. Yeah, I downloaded this game when it came to Game Pass. It was still in early access. And I thought my kids and I would play it together, and then I got into it way more than they did, so I made a new character. And I've been playing it ever since. It's been out for 2 years now. I mean, if you include the early access. It's crazy. Crazy to think it's been out that long. Plastic. I don't think I've got any plastic in my storage, so I'm going to have to fish it. And that's fine. I don't want to fish for any fish. I just want to fish for plastic, please. Ooh. I think I might need to take the heating pad off. Looks fun. I think when I have to get it now. It is pretty fun. Sometimes it can get a little overwhelming with how much they have available to do at any given moment that's got time limits on it. But like the last time they had a time limit, like they doubled up on some time limit stuff, I just ignored one of them. I was like, I can't. I don't have the capacity, so I will just focus on one and get it done. And they've been releasing content for it pretty regularly since it was in early access. Oh, did I not make enough mechanical parts? I'm dumb. I thought they made 2 each. I think I might be remembering a different recipe. Oh well, we can always go back to the workbench and fix it. Anyway, the star path is the the regular thing that they do. So it's like every 2 months, 3 months, might be 3 months. They'll do it's called a star path, and it'll be themed. This one is themed around the aesthetic of Tiana and the Princess and the Frog. And typically there will be lots of new objects and new costumes, and they're called motifs. They're used for designing your own furniture and clothing. And then there will be, trying to think, like costumes for some of the characters, things like that. I can look at it here in a minute if you are interested. But they've done other ones. They've done Pixar-related ones. They've done stuff related to, like, Disney parks before. And then if you don't play the Star Path or unlock them in the Star Path, a lot of times that stuff will show up as what they call premium shop purchases. So you can actually, but it takes real money to do that. Now, the caveat I will give to the real money situation is I've only made one purchase that resulted in moons, like actually purchasing moonstones with real money, and that was when I bought the game. I bought the package that had moonstones in it, but so far, that's the only moonstones I've purchased. You can get moonstones in the game, so that's nice. I mean, it's not like you get a ton of them. You have to do stuff to earn them, but, you know, sometimes games won't even let you earn real currency stuff at all, so it's nice that it's in there. And I have purchased from the premium shop. Come on, I just need one more freaking plastic. But yes, I do recommend it. There's some really cute things they could do with this game, and there's really cute things they've done with this game. Like, there are things I hadn't thought about. And mostly about, like, which characters would get along or not get along. I think it's easier to probably pick out which characters won't get along. A lot of times people don't get along with the villains. You know, surprise, surprise. But, like, just some characters where it's like as soon as you realize they are friends, it's like, of course they're friends. I just hadn't really thought about it because they were never in a universe together.
Well, hey there.
So,
I've got an idea with your name on it.
does this only make one? It does. Oh, the 2 is here. You can use Dreamlight? That's what that is, right? That's missed. Is that just Dreamlight? Hold on. Oh, no. I should look at the number and see if that's what that actually is. 133.90. Okay. Make it. That wasn't it. What is that? How do I get this? What is that? I need to know what that is. What are the magical crafting points? Nope. It helps if you spell things correctly. DDV. Workbench. Nope. That is not how you phrase that. Workbench points DDV? Nope. I just don't know what these are and how to get them. How about workbench guide DDV? How old is this article? I wanna know. Oh, it doesn't tell me. Thanks, assholes. Okay. Refined materials. Nope. I'm gonna have to look into this because I don't know what the hell that is. But I just feel like I got to craft for free, except for whatever those points are, obviously. Is it? Hold on. Let me just look. Let's craft something I think I might need in the future. Let me look and see which... No, I already have those. Alright, let's just craft a thing. Oh, look, I can craft this. Does this give me crafting points? I thought maybe if I crafted something, it would give me like a point or something. Ooh. That's cute. Okay, I'm not getting distracted by stuff I can make. I'm not doing that right now. It's not what's happening. Okay.
I suppose
So,
telling you that I'm the bad guy.
talking to Tiana over there. But yes, we just got Tiana, and we at the end of the Eternity Isle story, you're supposed to be able to get Jafar. Jafar is part of the story for the Eternity Isle expansion. And that's the other thing is later, obviously, like if you purchase the game now, you'll have access to everything that's come out already. But when Eternity Isle first came out, it was like you will get the complete story released to you over time, but they also have been releasing just free stuff. They release free stuff for the base game, and then they release free stuff for Eternity Isle. So if you have both, you get free stuff. You know, they do the base game a lot more regularly. They're really considerate of their community that is either just starting or only has the base game, like the Star Path, and actually I'll go into it. So this is the current Star Path, and it ends in 23 days. You can do stuff to get points that are up here, and then you get rewards. So if you complete the Star Path, you do all the duties, you should be able to unlock all the stuff, and then you can get bonus moonstones in the end if you have leftover points. But all of the stuff for the Star Path is available to be done in the base game alone. So you don't need the expansion, you don't have to get to those characters. Now there are things that can prohibit you from getting some of the stuff done quickly. Like today I had to finish up giving gifts to a character, and the recipes that they wanted, the food they wanted, was stuff that was from Eternity Isle. So you might have to wait a little bit longer because you might have to wait till they have things that aren't from the expansion in their requests. I don't know how that works if you don't have the expansion. Like, I don't know if that changes what recipes and stuff they ask for, but so it might just be a little bit of delay, but then you have other things you can work on. So anyway. All right. Eve. Here, take this. It's weird to think I've been playing this game for 2 years now. Okay, Eve, all that's left is for you to toss the projector and the film reel into the rift. Directive. Let's go. I know, you like it when you have something that you're supposed to do. Like, clear. This is what you need to do next. I can relate to that, though. I am not a robot, but I can relate to wanting, like, clear directions. Do I need to take the heat off my back again and switch back to cold? Maybe. I'm also out of my drink. What time are we looking at? Oh, we're almost at an hour and a half. Good. So, oh, and he's here too. How supportive is he? Okay. Adorable. It's interesting. You can see what it looks like. It looks like the steamboat from Steamboat Willie in there. Okay. Directive. Toss the projector into the time rift. Ha! Did you see that, Eve? It worked. The time rift closed. You really do have a great imagination. Woohoo! Nice. Don't I have to do a challenge thing with you, though? Oh, I can't talk to you. Okay, I know. I know why. We're still inside this cave. Nope, I need food. Should I just start eating this stuff? That's not bad for considering what went into this recipe is probably a lot more than what needs to go into this recipe, but we were having issues this morning with cooking. Porridge. I almost never have this stuff, so I'm like, how much points does it actually give me? Let's just eat this crap. Holy crap! Oh, I was like, oh my god. How does fruit salad give you this much energy? And then I remembered that I made it with 5 frickin' cherries. That's why. This is what it does with 1 cherry. That's not really beneficial. If this is 5 and this is 1, that's not 5 times 850. You could eat 4 of these? Well, maybe it is worth it. You'd have to eat 4 of these to get more than this one. think that was made with 2. Yeah, that's not worth it. 1,200. If this is 1 cherry and this is 2 cherries, and that's only of what, 450 point gain? No. Wrong. Okay, that's fine. Do I want to eat one? Yeah, I do. Get this crap out of my inventory for sure. Oh! I totally just realized I need to... Excuse you. Okay, moving things around on my second monitor. I need to write down critters for Saturday. See, this is something I don't mind. And I will also, full disclaimer, I finally went through and listed the favorite foods. And I also Googled to confirm that what I believed their favorite foods was accurate. And the only one that I was wrong on was the sunbirds. But everything else I was right on. So, because I didn't want to be like, oh, their favorite food is this, and find out it's this, but it's because it's this type of thing versus that specific food. So, I just wanted to make sure I was getting my notes accurate. But the only one I wasn't completely correct on was the sunbirds. And that's because each color variant has its own favorite food because they're assholes. I mean, they're lovely. They're lovely creatures. All right, this is going to take me a few minutes, but that's okay. All right, emeralds. 12 p.m. Is that right? Am I correct on that? Yep. And golden is A to P. Okay. I need one more day. And I don't know how. I have never written down. That's P to A. I don't know how I have never written down the fact or the list of animals, critters on Thursdays. I don't have Thursday on my list. That's the only day I have left after this one. And I play this game regularly on Thursdays, so I don't know how I have never. Oh, it's not Saturday. I didn't do it yesterday. My bad. I don't need to do this. I already have Sunday. I need to do Saturday and Thursday. And I don't frequently play this game on Saturdays. But I play it most Thursdays, so I have no idea how I have yet to have Thursdays critter times on here. Being dumb. It's alright. Probably doing other shit. Did I not play this game at all yesterday? No, I played Core Keeper a little bit yesterday. And I went and did stuff with my family, and then my kid and I went shopping. And I found some folding chairs for my art space slash outside. Thought I needed to do a challenge for her. That were half price off of and wherever I can find these folding chairs. They're decent folding chairs, and they're usually in a 4-pack of about $100 for a 4-pack. And I found 2 chairs for half price, so I paid $25 for 2 chairs, which is great, because I was like, I probably shouldn't spend the money on it. Oh, I just have to gather gems. That's a decorating challenge. I don't want to do that. I don't want to mine. Wah. Well, then let's just go find Rapunzel. I mean, I could just go look at my storage and see if I've got the gems that she's asking for. But those are some nice gems to give. It sucks. I saw Rapunzel. Where was she? Oh, she's over there. I also will have to take a break. Besides needing to stretch my back, I will need to take a break to use the bathroom because I need to pee.
Hi. Would you have a minute?
I was hoping to see you today. Mysterious Mickey. I'm so glad you're here. There's something I need to show you. I was exploring the aisle when this huge jagged rift opened right in front of me. That's funny. I was just about to come ask you about that. Those are time rifts, and I need your help to close them. Your help. You need my help? Well, I'd love to help in any way I can. But, wait, how exactly can I help? Oh, emphasis on the wrong word. How exactly can I help you with this specific problem? That didn't feel right. Use your imagination, or trust me, you're perfect for this. That one. Really? Perfect how? Your imagination. It's the key to closing the rifts. Really? But how? I think this will go faster if I show you. Why don't you lead me to that rift you saw opening? Did she just eat me? Eee! I can't even do it that high. She is adorable. It almost makes me want to watch Tangled. Because I think I should watch that again soon with my little one because he has forgotten it. He's only 7, so there's a lot of movies he's seen that he's like, I don't remember that now. That's why we watched Beetlejuice again, because he was like, I don't remember. I want to watch it again. I'm like, all right. And honestly, I'll tell you what. It's starting to feel like fall here. It's still possible we can get some more warm weather because that's just how it goes where I am. But, like, we had, like, a week of 70s and then, like, 2 days of 90s. And it was like, summer, like, fall, I'm ready for fall. But the temperature outside and, like, the breeze, like, it's starting to feel very fall outside. But also, watching a Tim Burton movie, it was like, fall weather, fall movies. I'm so ready for Halloween. Like, I'm ready. My back would just feel better. I could mow my grass and then we could start setting up decorations outside. Oh, it popped again. It popped again. Come on back. You can do it. You cannot make me feel like all I can do is rest for 5 consecutive days. I'd like to be more productive with my time than that. Do you see it? It's so odd. Black and white can be wonderful for sketches, but when the whole aisle starts turning black and white, it's like having a big white canvas and only one color of paint to use on it. Yeah, I agree. I'm not as interested in just black and white. I need color. I think the riffs are kind of cool, or you really do think like a painter, don't you? Or don't worry, we'll fix it together. The second one. I guess I do. That is a pretty paintery way to think about it, isn't it? And that's exactly what we need to close this rift. Your creativity, your imagination. I'm not sure I understand. You and I need to make something together, something using our creativity, and then toss it in the rift. The spark's magic runs on imagination, so if we can just do that, we can turn the power of the spark back around and close the rift. Oh, okay, got it. Only, now that you've asked me to think of something creative, all of a sudden I can't think of anything. Of course. Can relate, Rapunzel. Okay. Just grit your teeth and focus really hard. Try thinking nonsense until something creative comes out. Or what if I try to scare you? Oh, wait, that's for the hiccups. The second one? Nonsense. Nonsense like blep, dangalang, glibbity, flipperop, flu. Plop, diggy, razzmatazz. Well, that's perfect. Now you're getting it. I think I need to respond in kind. Okay. Oh, that worked. I have an idea. When Mother had me locked in my tower, once a year I would look out and see these lights in the distance. I'd love to build some floating lanterns with you. That sounds great. Why don't you start drawing up some designs while I find all the stuff we'll need? That sounds perfect. I think we'll need some tropical wood, bamboo, and rope. Okay. Well, I should have all that in my storage, and it counts. Perfect. I don't know why the rope doesn't count, because the rope is also in my storage and should.
I've got an idea that I'd love to share.
I'm sure you do, but I'm in the midst, honey. I get to you, Mulan. I get to you. I promise. I get to everybody eventually. Man, I used to be caught up on this game. Like, Star Paths would come out, and I would complete them, and I would get all the associated, like, new character quests and stuff done. And now I'm just, like, always behind. I think part of it is that the bloom fell off the rose as far as I have to get everything done as quickly as possible. Like, when you get into a new game and it's just like you're excited to just get through everything because it's just fun and new and all of that. And now that I've been playing it off and on for 2 years, I'm just like, yeah, I'll get to it. We'll get there, man. It's fine. Just chill. Okay, rope. How many was it? 3? It doesn't really matter. I will make more if I need to. It was. Okay. And then craft a floating lantern. Perfect. Is it in here? You have a dream? Is it in there? It's not in here. It's a functional item. It's got Pascal on it. How cute you are. They need to have Pascal as a critter. I just thought of that. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Oh, I don't want to talk to you, Mushu. Stop. Ooh, he's level 9. Amazing. That would just leave Mulan and Tiana to level until I get to Far. I am so glad I met you. Use your imagination, Rapunzel. Or it's use your imagination, Rapunzel. As opposed to use your imagination, Gaston. Oh, these are so beautiful. But there's something missing. There. We could add some sparklers. They're not floating. Ooh, I love my floating lanterns. Okay, I give up. What? We could add some sparklers. That would be pretty, but it's not exactly what I meant. When I saw those lights in the sky from my tower, it wasn't just the lights that were magical. It was also the wish I made and held on to. That makes sense. So why don't we talk to some other villagers to discover what their wishes are? Just look at me again. Then we can write their wishes on the lanterns before we throw them in the rift. That's perfect, Lilith. Oh, I'm going to do that? Who am I talking to? Mickey, Gaston, Oswald, and Eve. Not terribly surprising. I should just look for them specifically. There's Mickey. That's this way. I get turned around so easy in Eternity Isle.
Yes, me. Some of these folks could use a few laughs.
Isn't he over here? Donde está Mickey? Okay, just... Oh, there he is. I was like, just look at your map. Don't make it difficult. Okay. Hey! Am I glad to see you? Use your imagination. Gosh, I'm glad to see you, pal. Don't suppose you figured out how to fix whatever's going on with me, have ya? I'm working on it right now. I just need one thing from you. Of course, just name it. What's your heart's deepest wish? That's not, you know, if I was a villain, that would sound suspicious. Okay. Wow, you sure do ask some interesting questions, Lilith. But if it'll help, I'll tell ya. I guess my deepest wish is just for me and all my friends to be happy and together. Life's most fun when it's like one big picnic with your pals, don't you think? Agreed. Or not big on picnics. I'd wish for a bazillion star coins. I'll just say agreed because even though I'm not, I mean, I like picnics and all, but like hanging out, the concept of hanging out, as opposed to the specific act of a picnic. Gee, I hope that helped. It sure did, sir. All right. Gaston, Eve, whoever. There she is. We'll go talk to you. Oh, yeah. I have a feeling this next round of stretching is going to be good. Oh, Eve, I've got a funny question for you. What's your heart's deepest wish? I just know you have one. Or can a robot even make a wish? Or does it involve plants or Wally? I just know you have one. Oh, Wally, plant, earth. Oh, right. I guess sometimes it really is that simple. Yeah, I figured it probably would be, but I didn't want to, like, project my assumptions on her. Gaston, I see you. I keep thinking there's more fluids, and there's not. No, sir. Do not run off. Hello?
You there! We must speak.
Yes, we must speak. That's why we're speaking now. Gaston, I've got a question for you, and I'm kind of afraid to know the answer. What's your heart's deepest wish? My heart's deepest wish? No one's ever asked me anything like that before. My heart has so many wishes. I bet it does. But what's the biggest one? Or how do you fit them all in that tiny heart? Don't think, just answer. That one. I suppose there is one thing I wish for most. Of course, I already have so many gifts. I'm handsome, strong, brave. Don't forget humble, or not hearing a wish yet. Don't forget humble. Ah, yes, humble. He's the most humble. I'm feared by some, adored by the rest. There is one person whose admiration eludes me. A certain brunette who spends too much time reading and getting ideas in her head. Do you understand now, Lilith? I wish that Belle could see me for who I truly am. That's surprisingly deep for you, Gaston. Or have you ever heard the expression, there are plenty of other fish in the sea? Or thanks for the wish, Gaston. That's all I needed. I kind of feel like any moment of, like, him being slightly real, even if he is still arrogant, is good to encourage. I mean, like, he's a video game character and he's programmed, but, like, I give you the cookie. That's surprisingly deep for you, Gaston. Ugh, I know. I almost expressed feelings. No, I need to go wrestle a bear or fight off bandits to banish this odd sensation. Alright, that's fine. You do that. In the meantime, I need to keep helping Rapunzel. Like, I need to, like, give him a nod for wishing, like, being a real boy. It won't change him, but you know. And honestly, dude, she sees what you project to her.
What's happened, friend?
That's the person you are towards her, and that's why she treats you that way. Hey, Oswald, just wondering, what's your deepest wish? Heh, check you out with the oddball questions. Let me think. You know what? All my wishes have a funny way of coming true. Guess I'm just lucky like that. Seriously? You don't have any big unfulfilled wishes? I got nothing. Guess I'm more of a hop into the day and see where it takes me kind of guy. Makes sense. Thanks, Oswald.
Did you know books are the
Really?
windows to the world? I wonder
Oh, she's here.
Boy, howdy.
Hi.
Have a place
Hi.
to
Hi.
visit.
Hi, everyone. Jeez, there's so many people talking at the moment. Okay. I can't believe we get to be in this incredible place. Use your imagination, Rapunzel. You got everyone's wishes? Well, not Oswald's. It seems like he's just too used to all his wishes coming true, but I got everybody else's. Great! I'll just write them down on the lanterns. Now follow me. Let's go toss them into the rift. All right.
Gee,
Goodbye.
there's some
Goodbye.
big old birds around here.
Well, the truth of it is Belle and Gaston would be ill-matched even if he could figure out how not to be a douche all the time. Like, they don't enjoy any of the same things. The only thing he seems to really care about is that she can't be gotten and that she's pretty. Like, I'm sure there might be somebody who would enjoy playing hard to get for you, but would be totally into you and also totally into, like, the superficial outer exterior. Like, would totally be down for that. I'm sure. Honestly, in Beauty and the Beast, there are plenty of girls in town who are obsessed with Gaston. They just don't play hard to get. It's called role-playing. You can do it. This is not where I need to go. I was remembering, the rift that was up near the castle, but that's going to be the end point. Because we have to close all these other rifts first. Where is that? Where did she take me? She took me over there. Screw it. I'll just go. I need to still, like, familiarize myself with the layout of Eternity Island, because I get turned around all the damn time, so I might as well. Today is the first day that the tangle has felt like, okay, I think I know where I'm going. But when I get, like, in different parts of it, I'm still like, wait, which direction do I go to get to where I need to go? Well, here we go. It's kind of like throwing an acorn into a cooking pot, isn't it? That's a game I used to play with my friend, Pascal. Did you see that, Lilith? The rift shrank and disappeared. Thanks for your help, Rapunzel. Couldn't imagine doing it without you. Huh? Oh, imagine. I get it. You're adorable. And now I have to go find Mickey again. Be great if he was just up here. Still. He is not. Donde. There you are. Okay. Oh. Every time he's like grooming himself. Trying to pose and look funny. Not funny. He's probably trying to look strong and imposing.
Hiya, pal.
I keep going to that funny black and white place for longer and longer. It's starting to scare me. Don't worry, Mickey. I think I know how to fix all this. But I'm going to need your help. Whatever you need, Lilith, just tell me. We need to use our imaginations to close up some of the rifts around the aisle. Really? Well, I just saw a rift open up. That's perfect. Why don't you show me where it is? You got it. Follow me.
So long for now.
Oh, I don't know where he's going. Okay. Cowabunga. I'm here. Oh my gosh. That was funny. Huh. At least this is like, there's only one place to go in here. Unless it's in one of these little nooks. It is not. There it is. What it look like in there? Alright. Talk to you.
Oh, hey there.
Well, there it is. One giant time rift just like you asked. How are we supposed to close it? Merlin said we need to use the power of our imaginations. It sounds like you and I will have to make something creative and toss it inside. But what should we make? Gosh, that's a good question. Tummy rumble. Okay. Guess I forgot to eat breakfast. I could really go for a hot dog about now. Say, cooking is pretty creative, right? Why don't we make some hot dogs and toss those in? No, wait. If it's all about imagination, then we need to think bigger. Why don't we make a whole hot dog cart? I'll start drawing up some plans. Could you go find the materials we'll need? Sounds good to me, but what should we make it out of? Oh, I'm sure there's some stuff right here on the aisle. You're right. Maybe I'll start with some brass and bronze ingots. Ugh, boo! I don't want to make those. Rare materials. Ow, 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 my knee! I think I'm gonna have to take some time this week and scour. One of the things I gotta do is collect night thorns anyway, so that's always a good time to scour. 8 a piece. Boo. Ooh, it takes 2 zinc a piece? Yuck. Now you're gonna ask me to make a thing. Yeah. Ooh, it's cute. It's a black and white hot dogs cart. I wish you could put black and white objects around. I think that would be fun. Alright, you. Take this. Say, this looks great. There's only one thing missing. The hot dogs. All right, that makes sense. I guess you can't have a hot dog cart with no hot dogs. Lucky for us, I've got a pretty good recipe for it. Oh, and hey, when I got brought to that funny black and white world, I found this neato hot sauce you can use. I'll get cooking. Child is making noise. How dare he make noise? Nope, I don't need that. Nope, stop. I don't need to... Yes, hello, Wally. I don't know why it made me click on you again. Oh, really? Make it go away. Thank you. Hot dogs. 2 of them. Tune hot sauce. No? Oh, I know what happened to my recipes. There we go. Tune dog. Hot dog, hot dog, hot diggity dog. it shouldn't be showing me results. Oh, just the first one. That's good to know. That's a good thing to know, actually, because that was the first time I'd made the recipe, but the second one did not show me the results. So that's interesting for experimentation. Although, only up to a point, as we have discussed. I do want to give you this item. Hot dog! Those are some nice hot dogs. I'll add them to the hot dog cart. Ta-da! Only one thing left to do. Let's meet at the rift. Okay. Will do, sir.
Do you have a minute?
Okay. I do not have time right now, Mulan. Maybe after my break. Oh my god. Okay, I need to take my break. Stretching, beverages, probably a sneaky snack. You know. You know. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my heating pad off. Get. Go on, get. Trying to pop. Yes, hello.
Well, look who it is.
No, not you. Stop talking to me, Mushu.
Am I glad to see you?
Well, here we are. What do we do now? We have to toss the hot dog cart into the rift. Gosh, really? After all we did to make it? You're the one who imagined it, dude. Sacrifices must be made, or I know, I'm sorry, Mickey, or we can make another hot dog cart together, or later. Toss it in. That one. Well, pal, if it'll help save Eternity Isle, I'll do it. Whoa, did you see that? As soon as I tossed the hot dog cart in, the rift disappeared. Hot dog, it worked. Alright, turn to Merlin. Alright. Actually, I'm not going to return to Merlin right this second, because I need to use the restroom, I need to grab a snack, I need to stretch my back, I need to get a drink, I need to do all the things. So I will be back in a few minutes. Alright. We're back. Child decided he needed to talk to me about a bunch of stuff. So, you know. That's alright. And then I realized, oh yeah, I have a bunch of laundry I have to do. Oh! I just realized. That did not pause. Pause that. Thought I hit the button, and then it decided not to. Oh well, that's alright. This is how you know it's real life. Because I make errors. Alright, what am I doing? What's happening? Besides eating Teddy Grahams and drinking water? Returning to Merlin. Okay. Is he not here right now? Did I completely ignore him? Where are you? Where is Merlin? You do not see him. So I will go to his house. And see if I can make him appear. Use my own brand of magic. Hold on. Uh-oh. Damn crunchy snacks. I'm always like, how much is that registering on my microphone? And then it's like, uh-oh. Gotta throw together a grocery list, too. We're gonna try an experiment in groceries management. See if it simplifies our life. Ah, Lilith, you've returned. Were you able to close some of the rifts around the aisle? We closed a few rifts. Imagination really is powerful. Or, I think it'll take more than imagination to stop Jafar, though. I think imagination really is powerful. That it is, and I've no doubt it's the key to stopping Jafar. We must return to the palace at once. Follow me. Or I could just go there. Whether or not you're in front of me or not. Which is the easiest way to get there? This way. Mirabelle, hello.
There's a lot about this valley.
Right. Here we are.
Hello.
Do you see that, Lilith? The rift has weakened. Why, it's shrinking away before our very eyes. Oh! Aha! The way is clear. Perhaps I can rally more villagers to use our imaginations to close other rifts.
Confound it all.
While you go inside to stop Jafar once and for all. Now the palace is sure to be littered with relics of his experiments, so proceed with caution.
The visitors are depending on you,
Let's
my
go inside?
friend, so never give up.
Okay. Enter! Okay. Excited. Okay. Okay, okay. Looks like we got some more light reflecting puzzle stuff happening. I'm excited. What's this? Oh! Interesting. Okay. I hope I can be proactive on removing these. Do these count as... That's not what I want. Nope. Okay. That's fine. I was hoping they'd count for that duty, but they're not really working exactly like... Find a way to get through the door. Okay. Coo, 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 coo. Fascinating. Door to nowhere. Explore further in the passage. Find a way to deactivate the door. Okay. Interact. Okay. That is linked up now. I'm assuming I have to change that again. But first, hey look, a treasure chest. Screwing around pays off. Okay. I'm assuming I have to... Can I turn it this way? Or does it just go around one direction? So like... No. Hold on. Okay, do I need to... Oh, I can't turn it while it's on. You mean I can't laser myself to death? Okay, so do I need to have it do this? Is that where it's correct? Okay. So just one then? Maybe like that? No, because that's still pointing that up way. Okay. Maybe just one rotation? No? still pointing up there. Why does that never seem to... Or is that a red herring that I'm seeing? That should be all 4 points. Oh, okay. I just wasn't getting the angle thing right. I assumed it had to reflect off of this side, but it's either side. So, okay. Cool. This was not a red herring. Just a simple turn. Okay. Oh, shit. I see you. I'm coming for you, man. I just realized a critter I don't want. Would Iago be a critter or a character? Because I don't want him as a critter if he makes noise. Too much Gilbert Gottfried in the background would be annoying. He was a funny dude, but I do not need annoying Iago noises in my head frequently. Does doing this actually do anything for me? Clearing all this stuff? Or because I'm being proactive, am I essentially not having things get triggered that would say, hey, go clear all that crap? Explore the palace to find the key that unlocks the gate. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to do this. Look at you, you greedy mofo with all these piles of gold. I wonder what his house is going to be like. That's a lot of crap. Can't I just do like a really big room whammy to get rid of all that stuff at once? Okay. What is up here? Okay. I see a reflecting thing. I see a thing to reflect to. Oh, wrong button. It helps when you push the correct button now. Just in case you didn't know that. Pro tips. Do the obvious. Okay, well first I want to turn this. And then I want to... That looks like it needs a lever. Okay. So let's... Where's this light coming from? Can I not turn this? Okay. Oh, do I need, like, the battery for that? Is that what I need? Oh, crap. For a second, I thought there was an enemy. Ah! What is this? Cooking. What is this? Read. Blast this bird. I wanted to train a replacement for Iago, but instead I'm stuck with this annoying nuisance. He refuses to help with my experiments. Why, he has even begun stealing my implements and artifacts, refusing to give them back unless I feed him, and his tastes are peculiar. He only wants dishes made with fresh vegetables and rotten seafood. Ugh, the stench is foul. Okay. Squawk, who are you? Squawk, Jafar. No, I'm Lilith, or, depends, who are you? Or, I'm the ruler of Dreamlight Valley and Eternity Isle, so you better help me. No, I'm Lilith. Lilith? Pleased to meet ya. I'm Annoying Nuisance. Annoying Nuisance? What Jafar calls me. Tells me what to do. What does he want you to do? Help with experiments. Like the shiny key. The key? I need it. How do I get it? Easy. Feed me. Okay. Well, let's get these ingredients. Collect. 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 Okay. How do I make them rotten now? Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So now, ripe tomato. Okay, ripe tomato. Ripe carrot. And rotten fish. And rotten clam. Start. Bird food. Here. Give it. Better than Jafar's food. Shiny thing. Here. Ooh. Hey, this isn't the key. Nope. Help you find the key. See where shiny thing goes. Okay. Yeah. Hey, those stairs curve. Take it. Take it. Do it. All right. I think it's going to reflect the wrong direction. Okay. Yeah. That should be right. Yep. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Okay. The bad man, Jafar. It's over here then. Nothing exciting? Oh, just this. I'm glad I picked the correct direction, but also, like, that was it. Take it. Are you ever happy, Jafar? Always mad. Okay, do I actually go in there? Ooh, I get to go into a black and white world. Exciting. Look how happy I am to be in here. Fantastic. Alright. Yeah. Hey, Mushu. Hey, it's the thing. Am I gonna find all the stuff that we threw in here? So far I can't pick anything up though. Can I fish in here? Hey, do all the things you're not supposed to do first. Can I fish? Nope. So far I can only break these things. It's so cute. Okay. Oh. I guess I ran right past these first. Another one over there? Did I miss this one too? These? Yeah. I don't think it matters, but I'm doing it anyway because I can. Hey! Mickey! Is that you? Lilith, yep, it's me. Gosh, am I glad to see you. I'm glad to see you too, or how did you end up here? Or I don't mean to alarm you, but you're completely black and white now. But, okay, there we go. So I was like, wait, but he's not. But he's not. I'm glad to see you too. I wasn't expecting to see a friend after I stepped through the portal. What happened? Remember how I kept flickering all black and white and the world around me was flickering too? Well, not too long ago, I blinked and when I opened my eyes, I was here. And now I can't get home. I mean, I guess technically he's black and white, even though he's not Steamboat Willie black and white all the time. Wait, hold on a minute. You're all black and white too. It's something about this island, or it's a new look I'm trying out, or it's so weird. It's something about this island. Yeah, it's almost like this place is stuck in the past. Mickey, we need to get out of here. Jafar is trying to take over all of Eternity Isle. There has to be some way to pass through this place and reach Jafar's throne room so we can stop him. You're right, Lilith. Hey, maybe there's something around here we could use to help us. I did see something that looked like an old-timey projector lying over there. Where? Oh. The one direction I hadn't gone yet. Okay. Give it. Oh yeah, we threw that in there, didn't we? I didn't realize we threw the whole thing in here. I thought we just threw like the reel. Hey, it is an old film projector. You're right. Huh. I think it's the projector I helped Eva and Wally make. How'd that get here? There's got to be some way it can help us, or good is this thing? It seems pretty useless, or I guess if we can't stop Jafar, we can at least watch some movies. There's got to be a way. Let's think. Say, have you tried turning it on? You sound like an IT person, Mickey. Guess I'll just press this button here. Oh, did you see that, Lilith? Projector punch a hole in the sky. Oh, cool. And look what's on the other side. Jafar's throne room. But how do we get up to it? Well, I noticed a lot of other junk lying around the island that we might be able to use. Great. Great idea. We can build something. Or we need more than junk to reach that hole in the sky. The first one. Imagination. I like your thinking. All we gotta do is set our minds to it. We can do anything if we work together. I'll search the island. Let me know if you spot anything. Well, I saw the lantern. I used 14 clams. Barrels, rope, a wheel. Nope. Can I use your steamboat? Hey, look, some bubbles. That's the wrong angle. it an idea? Oh no, I just wanted this. Sally! Making sure I'm not missing anything. Grab this. I can't grab that? Oh, you know what? Those are rocks. To ka-chunk. Let's do that then. This just goes right back up to where Mickey is, yeah? Okay. Well... Sorry. I noticed that there was a sparkly something and I realized it was the end of my pickaxe. Am I screwed because I already mined all the rocks? Or am I just missing the things? Oh, what's that? Nope. There's the hot dog cart. Okay. What was the other thing? What else do we make? What do we make with Gaston? It's the bottle, the ship in a bottle. Okay. Why do I feel like that's gonna be like a dig? No, the cart was a dig. What else could it be? I'm gonna run the other way to see if I missed it from the other angle. You would like to think that me pre-mining all these rocks wouldn't be a problem. Or is it going to be something where I need to not look at the ground? Oh! Hey, look, a cave. Hey, look, a chest. Ah, a key. Please pick up. Even though I can't see what it is. Okay, bring everything to Mickey. Couldn't see what it was, but I got it anyway. There it is. It's a ship in a bottle. Perfect. I think it's interesting that the objects were in color. This is so weird. All of these things, they're the things I made with you, Gaston, and Rapunzel. Huh, that is weird. Wait, what did Merlin say about the sparks magic being all about imagination? Maybe that's the key to getting out of here. You think? That's the key to it all. That's how we'll beat Jafar. It's not about being stronger or smarter or more cunning or any of those things. It's about unleashing our creativity or using our imaginations to help each other or sharing the things we create. Unleashing our creativity. It seems like the only thing Jafar can use his imagination for is thinking of ways to get power for himself. Maybe that's why he can't use the magic of the spark. Well, then let's put our heads together and get creative. What do you think we could use all this to build? A very tall ladder? Or some sort of flying machine? What do we even have? We have the floating lantern, we have the ship in a bottle, and we have what? The hot dog cart. Some sort of flying machine? A flying machine? That's a great idea. We could sit inside Gaston's ship, attach Rapunzel's lantern to the top, and use them like a hot air balloon and use my hot dog cart for the heat to power the balloon. Ah, that's the part I was like, I feel like it's going to be like an air balloon or something. That's a great idea, or it sounds plain crazy. Let's hope this works, or I'm not flying in something like that. That's a great idea. Ah, shucks, thanks. Just goes to show what you can do with a little imagination. Well, looks like we got our work cut out for us, rigging it up. Let's get to it. Okay. The boat has a food space. Okay. What? How did you escape my trap? Well, none of your business, or I used my imagination. Kind of like none of your business. I used my imagination. Well, it is of no matter. It is far too late to stop me, for at last I have unlocked the magic of the spark. Now I have infinite power. Everything I could ever imagine is within my grasp. Remember, Lilith, you can stop him. You just gotta use your imagination. Yes, Mickey, I'm aware. This is all just so you can have as much power as a genie, isn't it? You're way too obsessed with genies. It got you into trouble, dude. Nonsense. With the power of the spark, I have become more powerful than any genie. Yes, but you aren't an actual genie. Wow, that must annoy you. So close and yet so far. Ugh. If I wished to, I could become a genie simply by saying so. Right, I doubt that. Such impudence. By my word, it is done. I am visualizing it, and now I am the most powerful genie in the universe. Ah, itty-bitty living space coming straight at you. Is his home gonna be a lamp? Okay, that'd be great. You're still missing one thing that every genie needs. What, pray tell? A lamp to live inside of course. Lamp? How pedestrian. What use is a lamp when I already have all the power I need? Oh, just like that, huh? If you're a genie, where's your lamp? Or it's got to be pretty cozy inside a lamp. Or it's so sad that you won't just admit it. That one. If it will quiet you, then I shall make myself the finest lamp ever imagined. Now prepare to... Wait a moment. What is happening? Genies can't resist getting trapped in lamps, or it works every time, or bye, bestie. Bye, bestie. No, how dare you? You shall regret this. Yes. Itty bitty living space, you fool.
Hi.
Way to go, Lilith. That was some smart thinking, tricking Jafar so he imagined himself as a genie with a lamp. The spark is safe, or I learned how to use my imagination from the best, Mickey. Or let's just hope he's trapped in there. The spark is safe. It sure is. But, we've still got one problem. I'm stuck like this. Maybe the spark can help. Gosh, I hope so. Go ahead and pick up the lamp. Then let's grab the spark and get out of here.
See you real soon.
Gimme. Gimme? Another pop. Oh, magic. Okay.
Wonder what Goofy's up to.
Where is he then? Talk to... Oh. Hey, what's up? Can I go in there? I would like to explore.
Hello.
Lilith, you've done it! You have the spark of imagination. Now what happened to Jafar? I tricked him into trapping himself inside this lamp. Guess he's not as smart as he thought he was, or his ego is his undoing, or he was almost too clever for it. Almost. His ego was his undoing. Haha, that's splendid. How ingenious of you. Now we must decide what's to be done with the spark. Sorry. Heating pad time. Before I get into the next stages of spark stuff. Okay. Where is it? There it is. Oh, yes. Now we must decide what's to be done with the spark. It's too powerful. We should lock it away. I want to use it to help the valley, or maybe we could destroy it once and for all, or I want to use it to fulfill my every woman wish. Did we learn nothing from Jafar? I want to use it to help the valley. A fine aspiration indeed, though I'm afraid such immense power can corrupt even those with the best of intentions. You know, there is something else we could do. What's that? Share the spark with everyone. Well, that's kind of what I meant, dude. Its power is too much for one person when it's an object you can hold in your hands, but if you scattered it through the entire valley... I said I wanted to help the valley! It could bring a bit more magic into everyone's day and pose no danger for anyone. Everyone wins, I love it, or this feels right, or so you're telling me I have to share it? This feels right. I assure you it is. The things we create together, the ideas we share, they're the only things more powerful than the passage of time. Friendship, love, and creativity are what truly last for an eternity. It's a paradox, isn't it? We only get to keep what we give away. All right, so how do we do this? Just hold the spark and make a wish with your heart to share it with all of Dreamlight Valley. There is just one thing I need to do with it first, though. Don't worry, it's not for me. I need to help a friend. I'll gather everyone at once. Meet me outside the palace. Okay. Can I go in here? I want to go in here. There's like a light in front. Oh, this is just the way out. Okay, I was like, oh, is there actually a way to go? No, it's just where you came from before. You silly person. Is it gonna heal the palace? Oh. Perfect time to eat my crackers. That was cute. See, Mickey's steamboat got unlocked. I think it's interesting that the background looks paused, but my raccoon is still wandering around. Crazy how many people it takes to make a video game. And this is just the expansion pass, I'm assuming. I'm assuming that's just this team. probably some people work on both, but like this is the team that did Dreamlight Valley or Eternity Isle, or A Rift in Time, I guess is the technical expansion story. Haven Picard. Yeah, it's a big team. Here we go. Oh my. Oh my. I was like trying to like, okay, we're good. We're getting there at the end. We're getting to like the senior team. We're getting to the thanks. But I do like the dev team for Dreamlight Valley in general, so I felt like this was good to, you know, give respect to the dev team, but holy cow, so many of you. But they are pretty responsive to the community's requests. They can't do everything all the time fast, you know, but they do seem to pay attention and give weight and consideration to what people are requesting. So I do really appreciate that stuff. And like I said before, like the star paths, they don't make them inaccessible to people who haven't spent additional money on the expansion pass, or like they don't put it behind a paywall. Those are free things that they do that people can just participate in by playing the game, and the base game at that. So it's something I really appreciate and I respect them for doing, even though I have access to those other places. I think it speaks to how they view their community, so how they view their players. Wow, so many people. Like, there's a lot of things going on in game development and game, money making strategies, I guess, that are really, really shady and feel very much like they are not in service of the player. But, the converse side of that is this is how many people go into managing and developing and working on a video game. And this is, from what I could tell, this is for the expansion pass. It might be for the game as a whole, but just think about how many minutes we've been sitting here watching just name after name after name going past, where it's just like, yeah, it's a lot of hands. It's a lot of people. It's a lot that needs to... And I'm sure that they're working on more than one project, but some of them may not be. This might be their project. And it's just a lot of people that are involved. So there are things that I don't like about game monetization and how things are structured. But there's also some things that people complain about where I'm like, but look at all these people. Like, this is their job. Like, it's a lot. And if we want people to be paid fairly, it's going to take an increase in cost to offset, how many people it takes to make it and maintain it and work on it and tweak it and refine it and listen to the community. And so, wow. Like, they put the thank yous like halfway through the credits. There's another Gameloft Toronto. Wonder what other games Gameloft does, now that I'm thinking about it. Gameloft games. Because I'm sure they have more than one. Oh yeah, they have a significant number. It's just I'm not terribly familiar. I'm not, like, deep into different studios. Interesting. There's a few Disney IPs, but several of them I don't recognize. Not that, there's so many games in the world now, it's hard to keep track. And I am not a game developer, so I do not have a professional interest in keeping track either. Luigi Priore? I don't know. Wow. I wonder how many minutes this has been going on. This is a lot. Now we're into public relations. Wow. Communications manager. Is that external? Because it says public relations. Or is that internal communications manager? Or both? Oh. Huh. Voice talents. I wonder if these are sound bites that they use, or if they actually got the people to record. Or if they just use sound bites from the movies, But there are some characters in the game that I know who their voice actors were, and they're not here. So, makes me wonder if they actually had, like, Mandy Moore is the voice of Rapunzel. Did they actually get her to come in and record for the game? But, like, what's her name? The voice of Vanellope. What's her name? Sarah Silverman? I didn't see her listed in the voice actors. So, are they using stuff from the movies, or are they getting them to record separate? Tim Allen was also listed, and he's the voice of Buzz, right? But I didn't see Tom Hanks, who's the voice of Woody. So it makes me wonder. And it's still going. How many minutes have we been here doing that? There's no way for me to find that out. That's crazy. It's so many people. That's okay. It's just a lot. Put things in perspective, right? Oh. Okay, so that's 2022. Because that's when the game came out in early access. Okay. We're getting to trademarks. And like overarching company stuff. This seems like it might be getting close. And now we're into music. Huh. Well, and we can't hear any of this music because I have the friendly for streaming. That's another consideration they've given to people. You can turn off this music so that you can stream. So they have a soundtrack that's Disney, Pixar-like, but not the actual music. So you don't have to worry about copyright and stuff, which is fantastic. Because I bet you'd get copyright strikes so hard if you were using the original soundtrack. So I wonder if some of these are the variations that we hear while I'm streaming. But I have no idea. Wow. Still going. I'm gonna have to check how long this is taking. Gives me time to eat some lemon head, so. Sleazy does it. I wonder where that fits in. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Keep thinking, is that the end? No. Nope. Nope. Interesting. Font software. Wow. And another. Ah, wow. Interesting. I wonder if these are fonts for different languages. Yeah, that's the thing too, is like, as I have a checklist of things for my stream that I would like to do for like improving accessibility. Now they're down far on my list because I get way stressed out about technical stuff. But like one of the things I would eventually like to include are like um, subtitles. Um, but that's one of those things where it's like I know I'm gonna have to like do my research and really dig into that to figure out how to do it correctly. Um, Slinky Dog. uh, but like trying to make things accessible, like all the check boxes you have to hit to like get in different languages or to get, like all those different scripts. It's like it wouldn't surprise me, you know, how many steps it requires to go. I'm sorry. What? Did I just see Maleficent and Hades as a teaser for the next, like, villain conflict situation? So, Maleficent is my favorite villain. And Maleficent is my favorite villain because she can turn into a fucking dragon. That and she's a bad fairy. Like, well, this was before Maleficent movies had come out, which, of course, she does some bad stuff, but, like, she was also treated very poorly. She was treated very poorly in the animated story, too, but, she's such a badass character. And she was my favorite villain. I don't know if anybody has come out since then that I think of is at least equivalent. I really don't think so. Like, I'm thinking of, like, modern and Pixar and stuff like that. I really like Tafiti, but I really don't think Tafiti's an actual villain. Because, anyway, that's a whole, we could deep dive into Moana, but I don't really think of her as a villain, even though for most of the movie she is the villain until they realize that she's really not the villain. Anyway, I love her, the concept of her. But before the Maleficent movies and they gave her, like, a backstory, like, yeah, she was treated really crappily at the beginning of that movie, but she was just such a badass with her green fire and her ability to turn into a frickin' dragon. Just all of that. I love Maleficent. And Hades is fun. They really watered down the mythology for Hercules, but that's fine. They watered down most of the stories for the Disney movie versions, but he's still a fun character. But just, I'm so excited about that. That was amazing. Okay, let's reset our brain. Have the lemon head. Look at our tasks. What is this? I know what this is. I can't believe we got a teaser for that. Is that a teaser for a new expansion? Anyway. Okay. Mickey Steamboat. Done. In the log. Okay. What do we have time for? That's not what I'm doing. So where is Jafar? Be a friend. Okay. I'm excited about Maleficent. Oh my god. I can't believe we got a teaser for that. What am I doing? I'm looking at quests. Okay. Focusing. Do I want to... Is that not a bad place to... I feel like I should do something because we sat for so long through the credits. That I feel like I should do something before I wrap it for the day. Do I want to focus on... Why am I doing challenges for... Is that for Oswald? That is for Oswald. Okay. Rapunzel's challenge is Talk with Rapunzel. I mean, that's easy. Oh, I need another lucky bug. Okay, don't get distracted. Eve's challenge. Evergem, Bumblestone, and Spinel. Okay.
What a nice day.
Do I have enough? It's in my inventory. Take more. You think it will take more than rubbing it to get him out again? What do we do with him? What do we do with him? Just carry him around in our inventory. That's funny. Okay. Just stick him in my box. That does not... No. Stick him in the box inside the house. Stick him in the storage chest. There we go. I was like, I can get there. I can get to not euphemism sounding. Look at all these potions I've stored up. Anyway. What am I doing? I'm getting gems. That's on the 8th floor. I'm getting more than ever gems, but that's fine. Okay, so this is 5 of them. Do I have 5 Bumblestones? I do. Oh, look, I only have 14. Why you gotta be so greedy, Eve? Okay, and then Evergem. I've got C. Got D. This is E then. I don't like the fact that she wants 5 each. Spinel. I think this is S. It is not. No, it is. It's shards. You can tell I just don't do a ton of mining here. Okay. Talk to Oswald. Where are you? Where are you, sir? First I was like, wait, where's the well? And then I realized there were too many people standing on it.
Should've worn my sunglasses. Wow, there it is.
Hi. Just in time. Perfect. Okay, Oswald, what did you bring? Not to toot my own horn, but I've got some lovely gems for Eve to give to Wally. Gems, huh? Ooh-hoo-hoo, have I got you beat, Lilith. Really now, what did you get? Coal. Coal. Or, wow, I'm so scared of losing. Coal. Wally's a compactor, ain't he? This way he can make his own diamonds. Not sure he can compact things that tightly. Well, let's hand off our stuff to Eve, and she can judge the winner. Okay. I brought 15 fancy gems, and you brought 4 pieces of coal. That's what you did, sir? That was the choice you made? Alright, where was she? She's down there. Okay. Hey, Chicky Poo. Give. Take all my really nice gems, Eve. Here we are, Eve. I found you a lovely assortment of gemstones. And Oswald brought you a lovely assortment of coal. Oh. Have you made a decision? Did Oswald win? No, directive. Well, guess I win. Thanks, Eve. I hope Wally likes the gift. That's right.
No fun, I tell ya.
Ha! You're punk, Oswald. I'm gonna kick your ass. I need to remember that I can put a little this trail leading to the character I want. I always forget to do that. I really need to talk to you. Hi, Rapunzel. Do you have a moment for a fun little distraction? Of course, Lilith. I always have time for fun. In fact, I was just about to offer to reorganize Merlin's library based on colors instead of alphabetically. How artistic, or honestly, that's probably more organized than how Merlin's books are now. Well, that's kind of. He probably has his own system. My librarian instincts aren't a fan of that idea. That's fine. Maybe I should rethink it then. I mean, if you figure out some kind of, like, numbering system so at least we can find them. Oh, but what's the distraction you had in mind? I can wait on my library plans. Well, Oswald and I are having a fierce contest. How exciting! We need you to give us a task and then judge who did it better. All right, let me think for a moment. Okay, I have an idea. I've been thinking about colors a lot lately and how I can make more interesting choices with my art. So I've decided to paint a still life. Here's my challenge. Bring me 3 colorful meals. And then I'll tell you which set of meals would make for the most colorful still life painting. I'm on it. Great. And don't worry, I'll tell Oswald all about his part. You just giving me recipes?
Goodbye.
What recipes?
Come
Do I already
back and
have
talk
them?
soon.
Blueberry pie. I already have that. Pink starfish barbecue recipe. I don't think I have that one. I do not. Did it just give it 2 different names in the same quest? Meals. Barbecued. Come on now. Oof, my spreadsheets are getting kind of crazy. I really need to consolidate some stuff. I've been really lazy. There we are. So this is that a pretty pink starfish? Is that what they're called? That's not what it is. Pretty pink starfish. Oh. Pretty pink starfish and paprika. That was the second ingredient. Okay, and then I don't think I have that. Ruby Masur whatever.
I can't wait to meet everyone.
Come on now. Stop. It is not there. Oh, I already have that one. Oh, I guess it would have... You can tell my brain's starting to get tired because I'm starting to not realize that the obvious is right in front of me. That's okay. All right, all right, all right. Where's the closest... You know what I should do? Is it an appliance? Nope. Is it a utility? Is it... It's Mulan. No. Yes. Yes, it is Mulan. Apply. There it is. Is this not considered a stove? This is. I want it to be kind of in this corner. I don't know if I like it like that, though. I don't like that. I don't want you clipping. Hold on. Maybe I'll put you here. and then put you here. I don't know which way's forward after that. Can I just use... Oops, something is blocking the way. Oops, something is blocking the way. Okay. There we go. Alright, perfect. I need... Does it just let me do it this way? Yes. Jeez, hi! Okay. There we go. Where'd you go? There she is. Where's Oswald? Oswald, where be you? What did you make? Gunk? Oh, I forgot to do it again. Oh, and there he is anyway. Hi, dude. What kind of weird stuff did you make? Okay, Oswald, what did you make for Rapunzel? My meals are super colorful. You're going to have a hard... I don't know if you understand the challenge, sir. Okay, you're going to have have a hard time beating me here. Oh, you think so, huh? Oh, that was me talking smack. Okay. Well, feast your eyes on this. Out of all the possible meals, you made a carrot. You betcha, a colorful carrot. Oswald, it looks like you just dipped a carrot in ink. Sure, this is what the best carrots look like in my day. Feels like you didn't understand the assignment, but that's not edible. Feels like you didn't understand the assignment. I know you had high hopes for this one, Lilith, but I got this in the bag. Well, let's wait and see what Rapunzel says. Okay, remember to select Rapunzel. Select her, and then go here. That's how we do stuff. Just say. Hey, Chickapoo.
I'm hoping you can help me.
I'm hoping you can help me. There we are. Meals for you to judge. These are amazing. The colors are so vivid. And what did Oswald bring? Oh, it's a carrot. It's, well, I like that it's so simple. It's very clean. So in your opinion, which would make for the more interesting still life painting? It's so hard to decide. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. It's okay, Rapunzel. We accept that there has to be a winner and a loser here. Well, if you insist, I have to say Lilith wins. The task was to bring me colorful meals so I can paint a still life. And as much as I love this carrot, I'd like to paint something that uses more than black paint. Thanks, Rapunzel.
This place really should
Oh!
love talking to you.
Suddenly get balloons. And where is it? Lordy B. What? Huh. Okay. Where is he? I blame Ashley Burton for me saying Lordy B. I blame you. Not that you know me. Thanks for nothing, luck. That's what happens when you challenge someone like me, or, sorry, Oswald, that's how things shook out. Or have you considered actually taking the challenges seriously? Sorry, Oswald. No hard feelings. You won fair and square. I just don't get it. Usually when I take on a challenge, I get a lucky break that gets me out on top. Do you need to take a break and re-vulcanize your luck? No way, bub. I'm not giving up. Oh, yeah? Shall we find someone else to judge another challenge? Nah, I got a better idea. A foot race. Let's go. Or are you sure? With my Dreamlight magic, I can zoom around pretty fast. That one. Oh, I'm real speedy. You'll see. We'll start at Ancient's Landing, head to a checkpoint in the Wild Tangle, and then to the Glittering Dunes, and wind up in the Cave of Wonders. Ah, I already put up some balloon arches to mark each checkpoint. Are you sure you can even get into the cave? You need to be a diamond in the rough to get in. Oh, I'll get in, Lilith. You just worry about your own self. Come on, let's head over to Ancient's Landing so we can start the race.
Let's dust up.
Okay.
My friends, the trolls, would love you.
Aw. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to eat.
Don't forget, I'm here to help.
Excuse me? The heck is that? Excuse me? Okay, there's so much new stuff. Where did he go? Oh, he's up there. Okay. All right, you.
That's it.
Okie dokie, Lilith, are you ready to lose? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Why don't you go over the race rules first? I've set up a total of 8 checkpoints to cross. The race starts here, goes to the Wild Tangle, and through to the Glittering Dunes. And the finish line will be in the Cave of Wonders. Sounds good. May the best racer win. 3, 2, go!
Just so you know, I brought some.
Okay. I feel like there's going to be a trick here because I've been using my skateboard thingy. Not skateboard, you know, hoverboard thingy. Yeah, he's already here.
Here to assist you, old pal.
Ain't you the cat's pajamas? A cockamamie contest. Oswald, how did you get here? He went through a hole. Or more importantly, how did you get here before me? Ooh-hoo-hoo, I win. Thank you, Luck. Let me tell you what happened. When you beat me to the Wild Tangle, I knew I had to really start hoofing. But as I ran along, I stumbled onto this strange tunnel filled with glowing blue lights. It called to me, Lilith, and I knew I had to explore it. After a while, I hit a dead end, so I tried to dig a little further, and it led me here. Wow, that's extremely lucky, except for you didn't pass through all the balloon arches then. Well, I am Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. You sure are. Maybe you should have tried leaning on your luck for the other challenges, too. As the victor, I'll be gracious and say you're right. Well, good job, Oswald. Did you have fun? That's the most important part. You bet your luck I did. And I got a swell reminder about my true skills. Thanks, Lilith. No problem. Now, if you're lucky, you won't need my help with your next problem. Okay. I think I'm going to have to go ahead and wrap it because we're almost 3.5 hours. I need to stretch my back. I need to go. I got laundry and like other real life stuff to take care of. And even though I have the next couple of days off, I really shouldn't just screw around all day today. I should probably do some things. I really wish my back wasn't bothering me because then I could start maybe doing mowing the grass. But we'll get there because let me get out of this. For Halloween, we do a graveyard in the front yard, but it requires, you know, putting the fence in and then putting the gravestones in and then putting the body parts in and then really hoping to get a low-lying fog machine this year because it's been on our wish list and I was like, this might be the only thing we can buy this year because of budgeting and then because I still have to do costumes. It just depends on how much we can get it for, but I think it will really make the graveyard look really awesome. So that is what I'm hoping to get, but I don't really think we'll get that until October anyway. But I wouldn't mind getting like the graveyard set up sooner rather than later so that it is up for the entirety of October. It is my favorite holiday to decorate for, so the fact that, you know, I could start decorating in September and I would be totally fine with it. Whether or not other people like it, I don't care. For me, I like it. And Christmas can sometimes get up to 2 full months because if I get really lazy in January, I don't take it. My goal is to take it down before Valentine's Day because that's the next kind of big holiday for us. And so we set up the day after Thanksgiving, and then depending on how proactive I am, I usually let it go through New Year's. So it gets over a month. So I don't feel too bad if I let Halloween take over a month. Even though we don't do Christmas outside, I do Halloween outside and some stuff inside. But again, if people don't like it, they don't have to live like me, that's for sure. But yeah, Burton movies and fall feeling weather definitely have put me in the mode of I can't wait to decorate for Halloween. So probably not going to get to mow the grass today. Trying to pop my back again. But I have other chores. There's always other chores, so meh. What are you going to do? It'd be nice to start putting, like, the fence posts in next weekend, maybe. So, anyway, I'm going to look at my schedule real quick, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty open as far as I know. No dates are popping out at me just from skimming it, so I will leave it at that. We got a lot done today, and we got an exciting teaser, and I'm super stoked, and yeah. So I hope you have a lovely day, night, time, wherever you are, whenever you are. And I will see you next time. Bye.